The story opens up to an auction selling young girls to wealthy older men, under the watch of Marquis Khalid. On Kingdom's order, Lug Tuatha Dé initiates an investigation into Marquis Khalid's actions with the assistance of the mage Dia Vicone, his sister Maha, and his assistant Tart. Dia and Tart assume the guise of a slave girl and a maid to infiltrate the auction. They proceed to eliminate the attendees and staff of the auction, liberating the enslaved girls in the process. Marquis Khalid endeavors to flee to safety, but Lu and Maha are able to locate and eliminate her from a distance. A flashback of Lu's past existence as the preeminent assassin in his previous world is presented. In this past life, he worked with a novice assistant to eliminate members of a criminal syndicate. Upon completing the task, Lu was prepared to depart, but his assistant suggested that they eliminate all the criminals present. Lu advised his assistant that their mandate was to eliminate specific targets only, and he intended to depart. As they attempted to make their escape, they encountered a drone, compelling them to improvise in order to evade it. By daybreak, Lu contacted his organization, informing them of his intent to retire and act as a mentor to future assassins in Japan. With the use of forged passports, Lu and his assistant arrived at an adjacent airport and boarded a flight to Japan. Regrettably, the organization had implanted a mine in the cockpit, resulting in the pilots' deaths and the assumption that the plane had been hijacked. Lu came to the realization that he had been set up. Initially, he attempted to save himself, but the aircraft is shot down by a military fighter jet under the presumption that it was still under terrorist control. Upon Lu's demise, he was greeted by a goddess who presented him with two options. The first was to be reincarnated as an entirely different individual. The second was to accept her request to be reborn with his memories intact to eliminate a hero. The goddess required Lu to choose the second option since she needed him to assassinate the hero of another world. The greatest assassin has agreed to assassinate the hero not simply for the sake of completing the task, but to experience the happiness that he was unable to attain in his previous life due to his suppressed emotions. The hero, despite having defeated the Demon King and saved the world, is destined to bring about its destruction through his immense power. The goddess permits him to choose specific powers and abilities, but also warns him that he only has 18 years after his rebirth to eliminate the hero before the latter brings chaos into the new world. Additionally, she has informed him of the slim possibility of saving the world without having to kill the hero. Consequently, he opted for 5 skills, one for each rank. Currently, he has been reborn as a child of the Tuatha Dé family, a prestigious clan of assassins. As Love embarks on his new life, he continues to hone his skills as an expert hunter of creatures such as art rabbits and also as a cook. His physical development is being carefully monitored by his father, who has determined that Lu is now prepared for a unique surgical procedure that will grant him the ability to perceive magic in people or environments. Lu's father successfully passed down the mystical eyes of the Tuatha Dé to Love through his exceptional surgical skills, the greatest weapon any assassin can have. Lu's father also promises to teach him surgery someday. In addition, Lu has found a magic instructor named Dia Vicone, one of the top 5 mages in the kingdom, to guide him in his training. In an effort to measure Lu's magical potential, Dia bestowed upon him a Far Stone, which is a unique gemstone capable of measuring a person's magical capacity. However, Lu's immense power exceeded the Far Stone's limit, leading to its explosive destruction. This event sparked Lu's creative thinking as he recognized the potential of Far Stones as makeshift grenades. While on Lakeside, Far Stones can also be used to see the attributes of magic a person has. Dia stated that it's rare to see a person with more than one attribute. But to her surprise, Lu contains all 4 basic attributes. Dia teaches Lu how to get in touch with a person's mana and use it. Over time, Dia and Lu formed an emotional attachment and worked closely together. Lu demonstrated exceptional proficiency in various skills, including metal synthesis, weapon crafting, and spell creation thanks to his spell waver skill, all of which he learned from Dia. On their final night together, Lu expressed his gratitude by presenting Dia with a titanium knife, while she reciprocated by giving him her personal Far Stone. As Dia departed, Lu's father deemed it appropriate for Lu to carry out his first assassination. Before demonstrating, Lu's father told him to assassinate. It's important to have emotions, as assassins are also humans, not tools, while instructing him the House of Tuatha Dé's techniques. Lu's target was a woman who had committed multiple crimes but maintained her innocence. Despite her pleas, Lu perceived her deception and proceeded to end her life swiftly and painlessly. Lu cherished the rare moments he got to spend with his parents as a family, and during a visit to the market, he began searching for a young and capable assistant to aid him in his acts of assassination. With his ability to perceive mana, Lu scanned the crowd for someone who had the potential to serve as his personal attendant. In the upcoming winter, Lu ventured into the forest to hunt, where he encountered Tart, a girl with poor beginnings and abandoned by her peers. she had to move to the Tuatha Dé region in search of a better life. Tart was being chased by a pack of wolves, and Lu's quick reflexes helped save her life. Impressed by her resilience and potential, Lu brought her to his residence and secured his father's approval to train her as an assassin. As Tart turned 12 years old, Lu discovered that she is skilled in using a spear as a weapon. However, she faced difficulties while using smaller blades such as knives. In response to this, Lu designed a specialized retractable spear that Tart could easily conceal beneath her attire. With this superior weapon in her arsenal, Lu regarded Tart as a valuable asset in his endeavors to eliminate the hero. As time passed, Tart continued to train and hone her skills under Lu's tutelage. Despite her origins, Tart proved to be a competent and reliable ally to Lu. Lu managed to amass a remarkable collection of far stones thanks to the spells that he had learned from Dia. He also proves Tart's innocence to his father, indicating that she is not a spy from any rival region. Lu conceded that it was mere coincidence that Tart, with her prodigious magical abilities, had stumbled upon the Tuatha Dé's territory. Following this, Lu's father demanded that he engage in combat to prove his readiness for carrying out assassinations. Despite his youth and inexperience, Lu managed to overcome his father's formidable prowess, winning the battle by risking his own life. With that, Lu was inducted into the Assassin's Guild, and Shan advised him to assume a false identity as a member of the Baylor trading family to facilitate his work. To celebrate Lu's ascension as the heir to the House of Tuatha Dé, Shan organized a grand celebration. However, Rona, a member of a branch family, opposed this decision and challenged Lu to a duel. Although Lu single-handedly defeated Rona and dislocated his arm, he gifted him a special sword to aid in his continued training as a knight. The next day, Lu and Tart embarked on a journey to Miltu with a new identity, Illig Ballor, bidding farewell to the Tuatha Dé. In the Baylor region, Lu and Tart start their new life, leaving behind their tumultuous past. On the other hand, Maha and her companions, who chose to stay in the merchant town of Miltu to help tourists in finding new places in the town, were met with unfortunate circumstances. They fell prey to a group of ruthless bandits who took them to an orphanage. The place looked like any other orphanage, but the truth was far from it. It was a front for sewing dresses and a prostitution ring run by the local noble, who held immense power over the young girls trapped in the building. Maha and the other girls were forced into this sex trade, their bodies and minds exploited for the profit of the nefarious individuals running the operation. The experience left them with deep emotional scars, and one of the girls, Noin, went to the extent of mutilating her face with a sickle to avoid being subjected to the horrors of the prostitution ring. As time passed, Lu, who now went by the alias of Illig Ballor, managed to track down Maha. However, before he could buy her freedom, the director of the orphanage made a reprehensible demand to spend a night with her. Maha tried to run from one of them, but she was caught by the other director with Mana, who tried to harass her. Lu was not about to let that happen and intervened, rescuing Maha from the hands of the wicked director. With Tart's assistance, they exposed the noble's depraved activities and had him arrested. The revelation led to the dismantling of the entire prostitution ring, bringing an end to the suffering of the innocent girls trapped within. Lu also healed the face of Noin, making Maha extremely indebted to him. As Lu continues his life as Illig Ballor, he devises a strategic plan to increase profits for the Baylor family by establishing a cosmetics shop named Orna in Miltu. In addition to generating revenue for his family, Lu aims to use the profits to finance his assassination missions. Through introducing new products such as lotions, moisturizers, and sweets, Lu's shop gains a significant advantage in the market and experiences exponential sales growth within a mere 6 months of its opening. However, Lu's success does not go unnoticed by his competitors, who hire spies to infiltrate his home and gather information on the secrets of his achievements. With the assistance of Tart and Maha, Lu manages to apprehend one of many spies, but their efforts to extract valuable information prove futile despite resorting to torture. As his business thrives, Lu temporarily departs from Miltu to visit Dia and enhance his knowledge of magic. Upon waking up from sharing Lu's bed, both Maha and Tart detect a peculiar odor and discover that Lu has ejaculated in his sleep. Lu attributes this to his young body's active libido when unconscious, causing him to feel embarrassed. Maha playfully remarks that Lu's physical response contradicts his claim of only viewing her as a sister, and Tart suggests that she assist him as his servant. Lu worries that this may pose a challenge to his plan, as his instinctual drive to mate may become problematic if he continues to share a bed with the girls. After establishing a flourishing business in Miltu, Lu, having assumed the identity of Illig Ballor, decides to leave his life as a merchant behind and return to Tuatha Dé to continue his training as an assassin. He hands over the reins of Orna to Maha, who plans to expand the business into other regions and retrieve her late father's store. Lu assures Maha that he will visit her soon. During their journey, Lu and Tart are attacked by a pack of wolves, which Tart easily defeats. Lu notes an increase in monster attacks on human settlements and suspects that the hero may soon appear. Upon his return home, Lu is greeted warmly by his mother and summoned to his father's study. Shan offers Lu the choice of relinquishing his life as an assassin to live a peaceful existence as a merchant. Shan confesses that he is too old to embark on a new vocation, but Lu is free to determine his own destiny. However, Lu decides to continue his current lifestyle, revealing that he has fallen in love with Dia and that he cannot marry her without the privileges of the Alvin Kingdom's aristocracy. Shan accepts his son's decision and entrusts Lu with his first assignment as a fully trained assassin. After knowing about the physical growth of Lu's, his mother also presents pictures of some beautiful girls asking him to marry one. Lu, a highly trained assassin, selects his first target, Count Asba Venkor, an aristocrat known for selling military secrets to other kingdoms in exchange for a dangerous drug called Vizin. Determined to ensure that the target is deserving of assassination, Lu embarks on an investigation with the aid of Maha's extensive information network. Together with Tart, Lu travels to Pizil, a merchant town, where they confront a criminal organization peddling Vizin and witness firsthand the devastating effects of the drug on an impoverished woman's mother. However, Lu healed her body from the addiction of drugs, but this experience has only strengthened Lu's resolve to eliminate those who profit from such cruelty. To carry out the assassination, Lu and Maha assume the guise of merchants selling Orna's products. Count Wife was so impressed with lotion, moisturizer, and other products and even decided to invest in the product, enabling Lu and his companions in gaining entry in Count Venkor's heavily fortified mansion in the Venkor region. Under the cover of darkness, Lu uses a new weapon, a sniper rifle, to eliminate his target without detection. While Lu does not regret his actions, he acknowledges the significance of this mission as the first assassination he has carried out as a free individual rather than a mindless tool of an organization. He makes a solemn vow to remember this experience as a reminder of his newfound independence and agency. Lu's unwavering commitment to his mission and his willingness to take calculated risks are a testament to his skill and determination as an assassin. As part of their rigorous training as assassins, Lu and Tart spent a month on a deserted island. During this time, Maha provided them with information about a divine treasure that Lu had been seeking, a magical spear known as Gubolg. However, they soon received news that the Vikon region was mired in a conflict. Lu, concerned for Dia's safety, rushed to her home to offer her a means of escape should the war reach her doorstep. Despite his offer, Dia refused to leave her home due to her familial and societal obligations. Nevertheless, Lu and Dia shared a pleasant date together before Lu departed, still pondering ways to help Dia escape the war. Unknown to Lu, Dia had already taken measures to protect herself and her hometown by fortifying their defenses. However, their peace was disrupted when a wounded soldier approached the Tuatha Dé family with a request to assassinate Dia. Lu, unwilling to fulfill such a request, investigated the matter further and eventually uncovered the involvement of Dia's own father in the assassination plot. This revelation led Lu to reconsider his approach to the situation and prioritize Dia's safety above all else. Shem provided a revelation that shed light on Dia's own father's involvement in her assassination. Apparently, he had issued the order to quell the civil unrest that had been ravaging the Vikon region. Lu, realizing that the Tuatha Dé family had the power to refuse missions that didn't align with their interests, concluded that Dia's death wouldn't resolve the conflict. As a result, he decided to use the mission as an opportunity to save Dia's life. With Tart's help, who recognized Lu's strong feelings towards Dia, he traveled to the Vikon region using a method that conserved his magical resources. However, upon his arrival, he found the Vikon mansion under attack. Nevertheless, he managed to navigate his way to Dia with minimal casualties. Meanwhile, Maha and her network of informants had obtained critical information concerning the divine artifact that Lu had been searching for. Maha decided to share her findings with Lu promptly. Despite the challenges posed by Dia's father's involvement and the attack on the mansion, Lu's quick thinking and strategic planning enabled him to rescue Dia while minimizing casualties. Maha's acquisition of valuable intelligence regarding the divine artifact adds another layer of complexity to the situation, presenting new challenges and opportunities for Lu and his team. In an effort to safely transport Dia into the Tuatha Dé region, Lu and Dia's father devise a plan to fake Dia's death. However, their strategy is foiled by an unexpected attack by the unexpected arrival of Setna Magnus, a strong foe even for Lu. Knowing the danger of a direct confrontation with Setanta, Lu employs a creative solution to stall him. Using his assassination skills and intelligence, he chooses to fight like an assassin. Lu launches a magnetically propelled tungsten projectile into the atmosphere. Lu and Dia's father approach Setanta to accept his dual request. Lu proposes to start the duel after the coin hits the ground. However, just a moment later, the nuclear missile hits Setanta. It turns out Lu used this secret technique into tricking Setanta and effectively neutralizing him. After Setanta's defeat, Dia is adopted by the Tuatha Dé family under the guise of being Lu's younger sister. This successful mission completes the objective of safely transporting Dia into the Tuatha Dé region. In due time, Lu receives news of the arrival of Lord Epona Rhiannon, the hero of the Alvin Kingdom. If you like what you saw, consider subscribing to the channel and stay tuned for more quality uploads.